Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Kindness Rising, your morning dose of hope, humanity at heart and heart. I'm Matt Roof, and this is day 2 of 1 year live. Every weekday morning for an entire year, I've been showing up right here to prove something simple. Kindness isn't weakness. It's strength, it's leadership, and today we're talking about one word that has the power to change everything: impact. How do you measure it? By the number of followers you have, the money you make, the awards you win, or is impact measured one conversation, one decision, one act of kindness at a time? Let's find out together. Kathleen is in the house, Jess is in the house, Sarah's in the house, and Keith's in the house. Good morning, everybody. I am glad you've joined me. I am up and after it this morning with you here on Kindness Rising. The crew is here. I am so excited when I get to see people. Hey, everybody. Have you seen Kathy's videos? She's doing an awesome job with those, and I think one of them went pretty big time yesterday for her. I'm so excited about that. That's putting your life in action. That's it. Sully, how you doing, buddy? Jess, glad you are here. Let's get going. Let's get going this morning with our kindness spark-ish. There's the tunes. Bringing them in. Let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered if what you're actually doing matters? Who hasn't? I think all of us ask that question from time to time. Am I making a difference? Is anyone paying attention? Is my work, all this kindness, the effort, actually having an impact? The interesting thing is that we usually look for the answer in the biggest moments: that promotion, the award, the viral proof, the big breakthrough. We assume impact has to be dramatic before it counts, but when you look back on your own life, isn't that almost never how it happens? Think about the people who shaped you. Maybe it was a teacher, a coach, or a grandparent, a mentor who asked you that one question that changed the entire direction of your career, or a friend who called you at exactly the right time. I doubt any of those people woke up that morning thinking, today I'm going to change someone's lives. They were simply showing up, being present, choosing kindness, and doing the next right thing. Absolutely. The people making the difference often have no idea they're making one. That encouraging email, the compliment, the invitation, a little thank you note, are moments, those moments that feel ordinary, but to someone else they become forgettable. So today, before we talk about one of the most remarkable impacts ever in history, I want to leave you with one simple thought. You don't change the world. You don't have to change the world today. Just don't underestimate your ability to change one person's world. That's today's Kindness Spark. Welcome in. Come say hi in the chat. Say hello to people like Jess and Kathleen and Sully, who are here every weekday morning with me, 7:30 a.m., as I open up the Mornings in the Lab network and get going here every single day. That's my whole theme. Oh, geez. Kathy, thanks for reminding me that I took the comments off of here. As a community, we want to share the comments. Everybody who's on YouTube may be seeing each other's comments, but if I don't, then we don't get everybody. So let's do that. All right. And we have to get into our game, our special game, our Who in the World game every day, bringing a celebrity, a famous person, an athlete, today's an athlete. I'm going to put it right out there. And of course, I was behind on the buttons. So here we go. Clue number 1. We're just going to roll right into it. We got to keep things moving along here. Here is our Who in the World. Clue number 1. 3 clues throughout the episode to guess who our special featured person is This person broke a world record before they were even old enough to vote. First clue, broke a world record before they were old enough to vote. That's our clue number 1 for today as we roll straight into our wait. That happened today? A little bit of history that reminds us of a lesson, an idea, concept that we're leaning into, and today is absolutely no difference. We're going way back, a little further than yesterday. Yesterday we only went to 2007. Today we're going to go to about 100 years before that, 1908. Something extraordinary happened on this day in one of the remote places on Earth. Imagine you're standing in a forest in the central Siberia on a quiet summer morning. The birds are starting to sing. The sun's finally out. It's Siberia, and I'm in the sun. The trees are stretching to the horizon, and all of a sudden a giant fireball streaks across the sky. Witnesses described it as brighter than the sun, and moments later came the blinding flash and an explosion so powerful it knocked people off their feet more than 30 miles away. The shockwave shattered windows hundreds of miles away. The ground trembled. People thought the end of the world. Nearly 80 million trees flattened, not burned, not chopped down, flattened, lying on the ground like matchsticks, all pointing away from the center of an explosion. There was no real impact center. Scientists do believe that it was an asteroid or a comet, perhaps about maybe 150 to 200 feet across, entering the Earth's atmosphere at incredible speed. Today, it's known as the Tunguska Event. We know it, the largest impact event in recorded history. Absolutely. Scientists are still studying it, still learning from it, and still trying to understand exactly what happened. That object that came flying 100 to 200 feet wide was tiny compared to the Earth, yet the effect that it had could be seen for hundreds of square miles. Kindness, it works the same way. One conversation, one encouraging word, or one handwritten letter, that's all it takes. You never know how far the impact of one moment will travel. And unlike the Tunguska event, we get to choose what kind of impact we leave behind. Absolutely, that's it. That's the point of the impact. Good morning, Mom. All right, catching up on the thing. Jackie Robinson is not the answer, Mom, but good guess. Did they count all 80 million? My guess is they had some kind of estimate. That's a lot of trees. Yeah, could you imagine? It could have been. 1908, though? I'm not sure about a nuclear bomb in 1908, but wow. I think there's something nobody knows. It's just crazy. The world is crazy. All right. Well, that is our wait. That happened today. Thank you so much for joining me here on Kindness Rising. I come here every weekday morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, to get you up with a little hope, humanity, heart, more high fives for humanity, less rage bait. We do it every single day, and I've been doing it every single day for almost a year now. Friday will be the big day, the big year. I committed to do it, and I did it. I'm going to talk a little bit about it later, but first, always, others first. And we talk about, hey, Petra, what's up? Saying hi to my mom. I appreciate you. Or are you calling me mom? I don't know. Me mom? Yeah, what's up? Good morning. All right, let's talk about our kindness spotlight, because that's one of the major reasons we're here. We're here as a community, and we are here to highlight good people doing good work in the world. And today is no different. I always say that. Today is no different. That's my new thing, I guess. Let's get to it. Today's kindness spotlight. Sometimes impact doesn't necessarily arrive with a bang. Sometimes it arrives in an envelope. And today's spotlight is on an organization that uses envelopes to reach out to people. It's called Letters Against Isolation, and their mission is beautiful. Volunteers writing handwritten letters and cards to older adults living in nursing homes and long-term care community. That's it. Not technology, not a complicated program, a pen, a piece of paper, and a reminder to someone that they've never met that they matter. Since they began, volunteers have sent more than 1 million handwritten letters. 1 million handwritten letters. They got 79 million more to write to make up for those trees we lost. But imagine that. Imagine that. 1 million reminders that someone has seen, moments of human connection, opportunities to brighten someone's day. And of course, the Tunguska Event reminds us one moment can change a landscape. But Letters Against Isolation reminds us one letter can change a heart, and sometimes changing someone's day is how you begin to change someone's life. Letters Against Isolation. I didn't scroll, but here they are. You can sign up to write a letter. You could bring it to schools. All these happy people sharing connection and community. There's a million ways to do it, and isolation, Letters Against Isolation is one of them. Absolutely. All right. All right. That's my official ending to every segment. All right. How's everybody doing out there? What's going on in the chat? Anybody got anything exciting? You're hanging out with Kindness Rising. Matt Roof, yes, you are. Every weekday morning, 7:30 a.m. with all of our friends. You're thinking of an athlete, possibly a gymnast. Well, let's see, Jess, if you're on it or not. Clue number 2 in our Who in the World. Remember, our first clue was they won a gold medal, or not a gold medal. Oh, I might have just given some things away there. Broke a world record before they were old enough to vote. Big in size and heart. He wears size 14 shoes and has become a leading advocate for mental health awareness. Big feet, big heart, big shoes, I guess. All right. Broke a world record before old enough to vote and has big feet and heart. That is our first 2 clues in our Who's in the World. Who in the world? All right. Let's keep rocking and rolling here on Kindness Rising this morning. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Get involved in the chat. That's why we come here every single day. Absolutely. And we also come here every single day to talk about some lessons and some things that just help us get up and have some perspective and have some joy and some kindness. Shaquille O'Neal is not the answer. So we've got 2 strikes. Better be careful out there. You might get kicked out if you get more strikes. Just kidding, of course. It's not Shaq. It's not Jackie Robinson. Shaq wears size 22 shoes. So you think 14's big. Jerry Ginger, what's up, dude? How you doing? He does have big feet. 22s. Insane. Insane. I've actually seen his shoe, or at least a model of his shoe. It's crazy. All right. But of course, I'm going to change gears from basketball to the Grateful Dead because that's what I do. I'm going to bring in today it's Jasper the Wonder Marmot. Jerry, you ruined it. Jasper the Wonder Marmot with his size 14 shoes and is a wonderful advocate for mental health. Thank you. Oh, you're funny. I love your non sequiturs, Jerry Ginger. Hey, if you guys are out there in the community and you haven't gone over to check out Jerry Ginger's channel and follow him with his great dry sense of humor, but also my dad wore 14s. Okay. Dry sense of humor, but just enjoying the world, calm, beauty, nature, growing his bowling balls. Yes, of course, I'm Jerry Ginger, and he is imaginary. We think he's here, but he's not. All right. I love your vibe, Jerry. All right. Today, let's talk about something uniquely Grateful Dead, though, and get back on our topic. I'm talking about our lesson. Today's Are You Kind? Life Lessons from the Grateful Dead, the Rhythm Devils. For decades, Bill Kreutzmann, Mickey Hart weren't just the band's drummers, they were the heartbeat. If you've ever been to a Dead show, you know there's a moment when the rest of the band steps aside. And the two of them, the light changes, the guitars fall silent, and for several minutes, sometimes many minutes, it's just drums. No lyrics, no melody, just rhythm. To someone hearing it for the first time, it could sound a little chaotic, but listen a little longer and you find the pulse, the heartbeat, an actual conversation of the drums, an energy that keeps moving forward. And it reminds me that impact isn't always made by the loudest voice in the room. Sometimes it's made by the people who are just keeping the rhythm going in the back, the teacher who shows up every morning, the parent who packs on another lunch, the volunteer who writes one more letter, the friend who keeps checking in. Because rhythm creates momentum and momentum creates progress. And of course, progress creates impact. So today, don't worry about making a huge splash. Just keep the beat, because the people who change the world are rarely the ones who do one extraordinary thing. They're the ones who keep showing up long enough and for their steady rhythm to become someone else's foundation. Absolutely. The Rhythm Devils. Yeah. You know, I love to talk about the Dead, and I didn't always have an appreciation. Some people are like, oh, drums and strums, it's time to go to the bathroom, whatever. But if you go to a show and you feel the energy and you know what's going on, and just the steady beat, the steady rhythms behind. And that's what the Rhythm Devils, Bill Kreutzmann and Mickey Hart, teach us about showing up steadily in order to have impact. Absolutely. All right, we're having a good time on the show today talking about impact. We're going to get to that more. We're going to get to another clue in just a moment. But first, this. Absolutely, Jerry. The modern version of the Indian drum circle ceremony. I will tell you that if you have ever been to a Grateful Dead show, part of the show, it's not just the 3 hours or whatever that the guys play, people play, the band plays. It's what goes on in the parking lot. Everybody knows that. The grilled cheese sandwiches and the shakedown street and the music and the vibe and whatever, but also there's always at least one major drum circle going on in the parking lot. And one of the coolest ones that I didn't participate, actually, I'll admit I didn't participate, but I did witness 1995, RFK Stadium, Washington, D.C., tens of thousands of people around, and if you've ever been there, you might know that the metro train goes right by. Obviously, I mean, there's a stop, and there's an amazing bridge that goes by there, and underneath the bridge was the drum circle, and the echoes off the metal of the bridge with the train going by is a sound I'll never forget. I didn't mean to talk about that here today, but sometimes that's what you do. Drum circle under the bridge in 1995. How do I remember that? I guess it's imprinted. All right. So today is day two of our week. Yes, dancing absolutely counts as participation. 100%, Jess. I appreciate that. Yeah. Day 2 of 5. I'm talking about my 1 year live. And yesterday I talked about pushing that go live button. Today I was excited to do it again. I just keep doing it. But here's what I want to talk about today. When you go live, you don't know who's on the other side of the screen until you do, because now I know who's going to be there because you guys show up every day. It's not a requirement, but I appreciate that you do. Obviously, not obviously, but I am just grateful that you do. Let's just say that. I've realized sometimes when you go live, you have no idea who's on the other side of the screen. Maybe someone drinking their first cup of coffee, picking up dog poop, getting ready for work. thinking about what they're going to create next, thinking about and developing their coaching programs. I know my people, right? Absolutely. Or just out there wandering the yard with a gingerbread man and a couple of dogs. But here's the thing. I don't know. Someone's might be out there also having the hardest moment of their life. I probably never will know what's going on, but because impact isn't something you get to measure, it's something you choose to create. My job isn't to count how many lives the show changes. My job is to simply show up, to tell my truth, to share my stories, the ones that I think are worth thinking about, to encourage kindness and to trust that every morning matters. I know it matters to me, and maybe today's episode becomes part of someone's story. Maybe it doesn't. Either way, tomorrow morning, I know I'll be back because impact isn't built in one live stream. It's built by showing up again and again and again. And that's what I do every day here on Kindness Rising. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate. Well, Jerry, I'm glad you said that. You appreciate my consistency. This has not been an easy road for me for a year. To do it, to commit to saying I am going to show up at 7:30 every morning, Christmas, New Year's, whether I'm having a shitty day or a great day, whether my kids are well or not, whether my wife and I are in a good place or not, whatever, all the things that happen in a year, because that's what happens. That's life, right? That was a commitment that I made. And I feel tremendous pride and honor to be able to do it and to have done it. So I appreciate it. And it's changed my life. It's changed my life because now I always had a purpose, but now I have a real purpose and a time to be here, to meet people, to help us all just kind of get up and get going with a little more positivity. And I don't plan to change. I don't plan to change that for a while. It's too impactful for me, and I believe from what I hear, it's impactful for you. So please keep showing up. It's just all about gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get to our third clue. You're all like, shut up, dude. Give me my clue because I got to figure out who this person is. All right. Broke a world record before they were old enough to vote. This is a big dude in size and heart, size 14 shoes, and a leading advocate for mental health awareness. And the last clue, I think, might push this one over the edge for people. He's won more Olympic gold medals than entire countries have won in their history. Maybe those size 14 shoes are really just flippers. That's our who in the world today. Get your guesses in the comments while I move on to something else. No, our kindness compass, of course. Kindness compass, always winding down. We're getting into our rhythm here on Kindness Rising. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Come out and see me every weekday morning, 7:30 a.m. as I get the day started on Mornings in the Lab Network. Then get on over to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Today is Tuesday. That means Brianna Bass is over there with her relationships and sexologist expertise. And we've got Sarah Barnes-Humphrey showing up with Let's Talk Supply Chain. And we'll just keep going. Tomorrow is going to be our friend Cheryl Raphael Whitaker and the guys from What the Truck and House of Bricks. You're going to be hearing more about them too. This is the Mornings in the Lab Authority Network, the place to build authority in the morning. If you've got a topic, you've got expertise, you've got knowledge, you've got a message to share, we will help you do it. So come on over, check me out, come say hello in the chat. Matthew Rue, if you see my name right there, find me on LinkedIn, book a call with me, whatever you want to do. All right, that's the commercial. Now the compass. The compass. Every day we move from thoughts to action here on Kindness Rising. And today we're talking about the 3 ways to make an impact. The first is leave every conversation a little bit better than you found it. People might forget what you said, but they won't forget how you made them feel. So just bring a little something better to every conversation. Tell someone the impact they've had in your life. You know it. Don't assume they know it. Those words may become one of the greatest gifts that you could give to them. Absolutely. Show someone the impact. Tell them the impact that you've had in your life. And lastly, my absolute favorite, I'm going to beat you over the head with it. Keep showing up. So many things end because it will stop. But real impact isn't made in one extraordinary day. It's built through ordinary days lived with extraordinary consistency. That's the message of Kindness Rising, and I hope it helps you to get up and get after it today. Come along, and hang with me. It starts with Joy Live. Cheryl Raphael Whitaker in the house. You guys got to see her show. Wednesdays at 8:30. Go, not just see her show, but join her community. Dance with the Joy Squad. Laugh with us at Beatrice. Be inspired by Atlas. What a great show over there on It Starts with Joy Live. 8:30 a.m. Wednesdays. Thanks, Cheryl. You're the best. The best. All right. Yep. All right. We're back. Let's get to this thing. Llamas spit. What? Hang on. I'm getting lost in the chat here for a second. We kill the tunes. What are we talking about? Llamas? Did I spit? I probably spit. I do spit. Mark spits? Is that why we're talking about Mark spits? I'm scrolling here. Okay. Yeah, I do dance to Touch of Grey. Absolutely, Jerry. Kathy, you went live today? I'm sorry I missed it. What time? Jeez. Holy moly. I'll have to go check out the replay. Fans are as important as the players. Showing up every day. Where's Mark Spitz? Wow, you guys are rocking it. I can't keep up. I gotta keep going. Llama Spit too. I think I see the name. Michael Phelps. Sully, were you the first guess? I think so. Sully, Michael Phelps was our answer. He won a gold medal before, broke a world record before he could vote. He's a major advocate for mental health, having experienced his own depression and anxiety and problems with mental health, but has fought through it and speaks regularly about it. Now he's 40 now. Couldn't believe it when I saw his age. And lastly, he has won the most gold medals in history, more than countries. Absolutely. And that's why I like Michael Phelps. I do. You know, I remember he got caught with a picture with a bong or something back when he was in his 20s. I mean, come on. It was one of the first times I remember, people are taking pictures everywhere now. Absolutely. All right, listen, guys, I got to wrap it up. And maybe even a minute early because I have someone who's waiting for me. I was invited to participate in another podcast this morning over on First Sip on LinkedIn. Daniel Allison, the average dude who's actually appeared on Mornings in the Lab Live, has asked me to join him. So I'm going to drop out and get over there, but I do want to give you your kindness thread. Today, we discovered that impact comes in many forms. A single event over in Siberia absolutely changing an entire landscape and is still being studied more than a century later. A handwritten letter reminds someone that they've been seen, remembered, and loved. Michael Phelps, he proved that our greatest impact isn't always found in our accomplishments. Sometimes it's in our willingness to help others through their struggles. The Rhythm Devils remind us that lasting impact isn't built in one forgettable performance. It's built by keeping the beat. And maybe that's the lesson for all of us. You don't have to do something extraordinary today, and you don't have to change the world. You just have to make one positive impact on one person's world. Thank you for spending your morning with me here on Kindness Rising. Get on over to Mornings in Lab with Keith, John, and friends. And until tomorrow, stay uncommon and stay kind.